such a gift. Though your enemies might disagree.
Good to see you. Welcome, Harbinger. You stand before what remains of the High Council, advisors to Anasko Varun. We are all that is left after the disaster that has befallen our people. I represent House Dulkef. Jamal is from House Kadik, and we are joined by Lovek of House Vital. We are, all of us, hopeful that your arrival in Dazra and your clear connection to Anasko Varun, for the first time in weeks, represent some semblance of hope. But you do. We have only seen brief glimpses of him since the incident. But you heard him speak. How can that be taken as anything other than providence? Please, just allow us a moment to explain.
You have 1.5
By all
moments.
means, Malabor. I can't wait to see how you spend this.
Please, can we just for a moment...
Can we just for a moment what? Discuss whether or not to allow the first convert to House Varun since before any of us were born? A bit late on that, it seems.
You were not there. You did not see Anasko. It felt different. We have already wasted so much time.
You're correct. I was not there. Because you elected to travel to the spaceport on your own. And then decided this on your own.
But if you're
Do
quicker...
not waste time with more bickering. Anasko, and by extension House Varun, suffers with every passing moment.
Of course, Lovek. My apologies. Please, Malabor, do go on.
Anasko Varun, like his father before him, has relied on the teachings of Jinan to guide us. Anasko wondered if perhaps it was time to seek guidance directly from the Great Serpent. So sought a means of reaching out.
Perhaps he found the teachings inadequate.
Careful, Kadik. You tread on dangerous ground.
I mean nothing by it. We simply were never consulted on the matter and do not know the full motive.
The point is that a series of experiments have taken place over the years, utilizing grav drive technology to hopefully make direct contact with the Great Serpent, similar to Jinan Varun's initial meeting.
And then something went wrong.
We do not know what happened. We were not inside the Scaled Citadel at the time.
Had we been, we wouldn't be standing here now. We'd be like the rest of them.
A great tide of energy emanated from the Scaled Citadel and swept across Dazra. Much was destroyed in its wake. Those caught in the blast have been left in a state of confusion, trapped halfway between our universe and the Vortex. The Citadel itself remains in such a state. Right there and yet beyond our reach. We can only assume that
Andreja, you in the way.
somehow preventing us from entering the Citadel. We cannot get in, so we cannot stop it. We're beginning to lose hope before you arrived. Forgive me, I am no scientist, but as it has been explained to me, what we call the Vortex is the space between universes. Your arrival and your interaction with Anasko shows that he can still be saved. The plan had been devised to access the Citadel, but the work stalled. Clearly, it is time to move forward with it. The current head of our science team, Ekris, should be in Jinan Plaza down below us, towards the Citadel. Tell him about your experience with Anasko, and that work on the morning device must proceed.
You would speak... Yes? Did you require something? Indeed, Serac was my cousin. I know they were assigned to the Oracle. and Malabor relayed their final report sent by the station. They walk with the Great Serpent now. Serac
Shouldn't that be
was a
Slither?
respected scientist dedicated to the Great
The
Serpent.
slithering with a great
They
serpent.
spent every moment engrossed in their work, a true testament of faith. It was their greatest honor to be selected for the Oracle. The Oracle's fate will be tabled for a future discussion. We have more important issues at hand. 87 souls reside with the Great Serpent now. Many were some of the finest scientific minds House Varun had to offer. They will be remembered alongside those we lost here in Dasra.
Good to see you.
Interesting.
Did you need something?
Yes, fire, please. Don't particularly need fire. But I thought it was a funny response.
Do you know the scientists out at Hamadi Station?
The old married couple? Azad and Shireen, if I remember right. I've met them a few times. They seemed a little eccentric, but were otherwise quite nice.
That's them, yes. They're apparently looking for some help with their research. They made some kind of discovery that has them troubled.
Good luck finding help at a time like this.
Indeed. Yet the Serpent provides for the faithful, so... who
Thank you,
knows?
Mr. and Miss Expedition.
Nothing is truly impossible.
Now, where's the gun shop?
Alana, you were just complaining about there being nothing to do at home.
No, you're the one that wanted to complain.
Yeah, because you wouldn't stop complaining. So, are we gonna play again or what?
No. It's no fun when it's just us.
Behave yourself. There's already enough trouble in Dasra to go
I'm
around.
trying to keep strong, but this is unreal. The view of the Citadel from this plaza was never so clear. So many buildings used to be in the way.
Where's the bloody Citadel?
I got you your favorite.
Well, the pub sounds like a good place to go.
Extra fat, just the way you like.
Sometimes it feels like we're not making any progress.
I would do anything to sleep in my own bed again.
Thanks for the memories, even if they weren't so great.
There was never a time when I was old enough
Hello, Bianca.
to
Who are
be
you?
allowed to drink alcohol here.
I was just thinking about you.
You do not need to ask me if you may ask. You may just ask. I am not surprised you have questions.
Take care, love.
Another drink will not hurt. We lost a lot of good people to the vortex. You seem to be doing well. I'll drink to that.
Fair enough. At a barkeep.
This bar is the only thing. This is what I have.
Can I? Goat milk. Slightly different goat milk. And seaweed wine in a very nice bottle.
Go on.
I'm sorry.
Toilet with no seat. Monsters. Good sex.
No shame at all. What you have done goes beyond disgraceful. It is morbid, disgusting. You should be hanging your head in shame. But instead, here you are. Act...
What? What do you want?
Seems your outburst has attracted some outside attention, brother. If it was an audience you wanted, you have it now.
Please accept my apologies. I caught my brother attempting to do something unspeakable, and I could not contain my anger.
Oh yes, go on. Invite a total stranger into our family squabbles.
This is no squabble, you pompous fool. What you have done today is abhorrent. I can forgive stealing my money or pawning my valuables. What I cannot abide, however, is you attempting to sell Mother's urn with her remains still within.
I have done many things I am not proud of, but I have never stooped as low as that.
That is awful.
I was drunk. I did not know. All of those vases appeared the same.
Bull.
It is an urn, not a vase, you ignoramus. And you were the one who chose it when Mother passed away. I am tired of your shamelessness, and I am done bearing what should be your indignity. Do you hear me? I am done. You have gone too far this time, Amila, and I cannot bear the humiliation of being your brother any longer. I challenge you to a duel. Danica shall be my second.
What? Are you mad?
Borhall, are you sure? There is already so much death in the city. What good would this do? There has to be another way.
Too late, Danica. He has issued his challenge. I accept. In fact, look forward to it. You shall be my second.
Wait, what?
Then it is settled. Outsider, you will work alongside Danica to prepare for the duel. As for you, Amila, enjoy these last few moments. For when we next
I'm in the wrong here.
Life ends.
Because I agree with the brother being mad at him selling the urn.
The family home is this way. It is not far. We can discuss the matters there. You will be working with me. As seconds, it is our duty to prepare for the duel and ensure fairness.
I'm here. It's not going to be fair.
I am sorry that you have found yourself in this situation. But know that you are doing Amila a great favor. He truly has no one else who would be willing to do this for him.
I'm not willing to do it for him.
Every bridge imaginable.
I just want the
It seems that after years of suffering Amila's embarrassment,
XP.
Warhol has reached the boiling point.
Exactly.
But still,
I'm allowed to use whatever gun I want.
To a duel.
The thing is dead.
Be able to work towards a peaceful resolution before it's too late.
Everything all right? No, of course not. How could everything be all right?
Yeah. The city's beaten, destroyed. Is everything okay, love? Yes. Friends are dead. Those they're dead. The city's destroyed. It's all good. Andreja, why aren't you stopping this duel, by the way? Well, that's nice.
This is it. Shall we begin our duties?
Great Serpent.
Sure.
Are you ready to discuss our roles?
Must be done.
Very good. Let us begin. Your primary duty as Amila's second is to work with the brothers and see if a peaceful conclusion is possible. Namely, if Amila apologizes to Borehole and he accepts, the duel may not move forward. As for me, I will be procuring the weapons for the duel and the materials for the preceding ceremony.
The weapons.
Borehole, as challenger, reserves the right to choose the weapons, and he has chosen blades. Do you have any concerns? I will note your concern, but know that Borehole has the final say. If that is all, we will break here and see to our duties. Before that, though, I know that this duel is foolish. I am sorry you got pulled into this.
Apparently rocket launchers are not
another peaceful solution
allowed.
to this problem. Should you be unsuccessful in convincing them to call it off. Amila has the right to deliver a genuine apology to Borehole and stop this duel before it commences. The odds of him doing so, however, are low. The Odlum brothers, like their ancestors, are stubborn and prideful.
I'm still peeking a little for some reason.
Report back to me when you have spoken
to the brothers.
with the brothers. We will discuss your secondary duty then.
My secondary duty? Why can't we discuss that in the town square? No. At one point I'll find the gun shop. First I'm going into this shop of crap. Hello? UPS.
Greetings.
I have a parcel here.
You have no place in our city.
Excuse me? Do you wish to have a duel? Andreja will be my second. Damn it. Oh, no. Might as well talk to Eric. Hang on. They're gonna get mad if I shoot at this bird. No.
I do hope that the Great Serpent has a plan for me. I just cannot believe this happened. I lost my job at the Cultural Center. Or more accurately, the Cultural Center is lost.
Dozens dead, but you care about your job.
Is gone. My credits are dwindling, and I do not know what is going to happen to me. The uncertainty is driving me mad. It was wonderful while it lasted.
Be interesting to know what like the sort of
good pay,
mortgaging would
and
be in
enjoyable.
Snake World.
I always looked forward to the yearly trip the school children would make to the Cultural Center. I was one of the managers, so I was in charge of cataloging artifacts and creating displays. Most of the center was dedicated to Jinan Varun and the Serpent's Crusade. I do not necessarily agree with some of the content that was on display, but regardless, it is a shame that so much history is now lost to time. This used to be the neighborhood where most of us common folk lived. Not much of a neighborhood any longer.
I'll buy them
seeing
all.
as there are only a few houses left.
I give you
being said,
43,000
almost all of the noble housing that
per
was
house.
closer to the scaled citadel is gone as well. The vortex has spared no one. How can anyone even begin to make sense of it all? Hundreds of people gone in an instant, along with most of the city. It is like something out of a nightmare. I feel guilty, to tell the truth. I was supposed to work on the day the cultural center disappeared. I was sick, and my coworker covered for me. And now, they are gone forever.
The
I
great
just cannot stop thinking,
serpent hath
why?
almost
Why did this have to happen to us?
Asking questions on that
I
will
am
just drive you
halfway there
mad.
already. I am not sure how much more of this I can take. See you around.
Well, there's always space on my ship for more helpers.
Well, look
Look
who
who
it
it
is. You have made quite a stir, and given the state of things, that is a singular accomplishment. To what do I owe the honor, Harbinger?
Malibor.
Did he now? How magnanimous. But approval is approval, and I will gladly take it. I will spare you much of the technical detail, as I confess that pieces of it I barely understand myself. One cannot help but notice the energy field around the scaled citadel. Until we can get through it, we cannot shut down the experiment inside, and it has proved quite impossible to get through. We had the beginnings of a plan to build a makeshift contraption to redirect grav drive energy to see if we could penetrate the barrier, but the project came to a halt. Politics got in the way.
Yes, of course it did.
I can imagine that without the speaker to issue clear directions, things have been difficult.
Every one of the houses needs to contribute, and everyone realized they could potentially use it for leverage. What should have been a cooperative
Bloody
effort
politicians.
turned contentious. Easy decisions became negotiations.
Hello there,
And so,
be kind.
construction never began.
How are you doing
We have
today,
sat
friend?
staring at this disaster
Thank
as
you
supplies
for-
pile up for well over a week now. Serpent
Alright,
help us.
thank you for...
It's infuriating.
Thank you for the 51 months. Hope you continue to enjoy the sub-badge emotes, and thank you, as always, for the continued support. How are you doing today, friend?
Indeed.
All must serve.
Serve.
Why'd that flipping
I
thing go
believe
to
I've
hot
done
fuzz?
Enough complaining for
The
now.
greater
Time to get
good.
to work. If you're here, the council has likely sent word to the houses that it's time to stop the infighting.
Doing well. I hope things are doing well.
I doubt it will
They
be
are,
enough.
thank you.
I need to oversee construction here, make sure things are built to specifications. If you could follow up with the houses, that may speed up the process. The first convert in generations. The only one to have heard from the speaker since the disaster. Oh, I think they will listen. House
Well, I
Vidal owes
know.
us access codes for the city power grid. It's the only way to guarantee enough power to activate the device.
I've got a
House
ship
Geek
with a hell of an
was supposed
engine.
to provide a young scientist named Sahima to help me. She had at least some experience with the original Citadel experiment. No idea why they refused to send her. And Hasmek, the new elder of House Dulkef, he has been distant, guarded. He claims to have vital information.
So
about
you
an
want me to
important
torture them
component of
all
the
to get the
experiment, but
information?
has withheld it until now.
Got it.
Help me get what we need, and we will see what we can do for the Speaker. And for House Varun. And I may have something that can help you in
A gun?
whatever trials the Serpent puts before you as we navigate this. We have been really overwhelmed with all that has happened over the last few weeks, but I have still spent some time doing my own research when I can. These phantoms, the vortex. Fascinating subject, really. If only there were some less disastrous way we could have discovered all this.
It certainly has the potential to redefine what we know about the universe. Sure it does.
Yes, exactly. I am glad I am not the only one who can see that. Does nothing.
Been bloody cold the past few days here.
Still, we have encountered
I've had a meeting on most days this week.
First, while the phantoms shift to a fully human form when killed, they often retain small shards that appear to be an almost crystallized version of vortex energy. Second, we have learned that killing the phantoms sometimes causes an even greater disturbance. Horrors, as they have been colloquially termed, can appear from somewhere. We are
they're the
unsure of their
Eldritches.
origin, but it is not within our universe.
Fine.
These horrors and their spawn are infested with cysts, a seemingly organic manifestation of vortex energy. We have managed to collect enough to run experiments and have devised a method of combining them into an explosive mixture with varying properties. While they have no use in the development of the morning device, if you find yourself out in the field, I believe they could have more practical applications. The process is simple enough that any industrial workstation should suffice, if you have the materials. And, depending on how you combine said materials, you may find the results to be somewhat variable. I hope you can use that to your advantage.
Yeah, I can definitely use explosives to my advantage.
Yes, depending on how much trouble you're getting into. We have been nearly overwhelmed with all that has happened over the last few weeks, but I have still spent some time doing my own research when I can. These phantoms, the vortex. Fascinating subject, really.
Oh, okay, now I just got myself into a loop there. Right, where's the bloody gun shop? Okay, let's start from the beginning. That's not the beginning, that is somewhere else. Right.
Never in his worst nightmares could I imagine Jinan Varun saw a future like this.
I'm also going to go do this red mile thing to get rid of the quest marker gone. Now, yeah, I'm going to have to go run the red mile just to get rid of the bloody quest marker. Hope. Must be a good chance to get some XP.
It is comforting to see that at least some places can maintain a degree of normalcy.
And resources. And what about this talk of missing supplies? I would think the conversation starts there. Hmm?
I apologize, but with the cataclysm, the investigation has been slow going.
How convenient.
You're putting the growth before the horns! The issue is not the supplies, it's the workforce! This may sound odd, but if we could reunite with some of the exiles from House Malene...
Careful, Envoy. It means nothing if those who lend a hand are holding a knife.
Not to mention, they're completely sloughing mad.
Okay.
What? Too soon? It's only been about 50 years.
For now, let me see what I can find out regarding the missing supplies. It's possible they were lost in the tragedy along with everything else, but I don't know for sure. Once that is sorted, we can revisit this debate.
Of course.
Talk to Quasin. I'm not even gonna.
Not anger. What was it? What possible reward could be awaiting us? The Great Serpent cannot be so cruel. I refuse to believe that.
I thought there was just about to be a shooting then. How dare you speak? Oh, the gun shop's over there. Damn it. Ah!
Perhaps not the wisest decision.
House Varun went to war.
Oh, so I assume that's a house I can buy in the future then. I really hope there's some decent guns here. Ooh. Da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-da.
Hopefully the soldiers are all out on missions or patrols and not gone.
Is this a gun shop or is it an armory?
You do not have approval to trade with me. Sorry, but you will have to get approval before you can buy any weapons from me.
How does one get approval then? What if I give you a paper tray? Or just break in? Hello, sir. Are you willing to sell me guns?
To not fully, sister.
Oh, apparently I've got a quest marker for you.
Foolish, Victor. The High
You willing to sell me
Council
guns?
is always watching. If we hope to restore the city, your inability to provide a legitimate excuse for denying them will only last so long.
Hello there.
Victoria is right. I know you're angry, but you can't let personal matters interfere with what may be best for everyone.
Personal matters? This is
me.
a Ministry of State matter, and I will handle it as I see
How
fit.
if it's a Ministry of Bullet
He
matter?
is a traitor. He turned his back not only on his family, but on our people's entire belief system. The fact that he still breathes is a stain upon the House Vethal name.
You would doom us all with your pride.
I will do
Ego.
as I please as head of this house.
I'll kill him if you want, love. Either of you.
If you are not a member of House Vethal, you do not belong here.
Okay, I really want to shoot you.
Another High Council lackey come begging? I told Lovick no more.
Forgive my brother. He has been forgetting his manners of late. Victor, this is Anasco's chosen. You recall Lovick sent word.
I recall he spoke of a newly anointed promised. And we do not need help. Especially
Well,
from an
obviously
outsider.
you do.
You can't continue to refuse the council. You must act. Your inaction is killing you.
Precisely, which is why he leaves me no choice but to say this. My nephew Varric has left, and until he returns, Victor refuses to assist the council.
These are hardly matters for the ears of an outsider.
Sounds like a poor excuse.
You have no idea what you speak of.
Screw you.
Are an outsider. You have no understanding of our house.
I don't care.
The audacity. I should have you arrested.
Do it, I'll kill them all.
Is this not the opportunity you've been looking for, brother? A third party capable of finding Varric.
Yes, you said so yourself. Someone with no loyalties to speak of. And if she's become promised, truly her arrival is more than coincidence.
Serpent, give me strength. You both speak true. Perhaps I have reacted in haste.
Yes, you have.
Tell me, Harbinger, are you well practiced in discretion? I have heard reports on Ryujin from the Ministry of Conjunction. This news gives me hope. As Vittoria mentioned, my son, Varric, has left. Essentially, he has abandoned his post. And not only did he turn his back on his house, but the Great Serpent as well. He is a traitor and must be dealt with as such.
Victor, surely you don't mean it.
He does, Luther. He is allowing his fervent pride and anger to cloud his judgment.
I like her.
What my brother is trying to say is that he wishes his own son dead. First, we lose Vashti to that malignant, tearing.
Don't think the eyeliner suits her, but I like
so
her.
willingly offer up Varric, as if our house has not suffered enough loss already.
My son denounced the very faith that defines Varun's society. He dared to blame Anasko for the state of Dazra. Dared to call our faith in the Great Serpent blind. It is heresy and punishable by death. Of course it would. As someone from the settled systems, you have no concept of what the Great Serpent demands of us. I do not wish Varric dead, but as head of the Ministry of State, he left me no choice. All must serve. Those who refuse will be met with death. Exceptions show weakness, and we cannot afford to show weakness at a time like this.
You can't afford to lose the people either.
Sin for less. You act as if death is the only answer. What about forgiveness?
I will not risk the Ministry's authority on the actions of my own son, even if he is my chosen heir. If the High Council wants my cooperation, I need you to find Varric and carry out his sentence.
And I would ask you to spare him. My brother is acting under impulse, not reason.
I have never been more clear. Speak against me one more time, and you will regret it.
I really want to
Varric
shoot
has a
him.
signet ring with House Vithal's family crest. Bring it to me as proof of death. Only then will I grant you access to the power grid. See that you get it done. I recommend you start by speaking to patrons of the Herald's Rest. Some of Varric's associates there may know where he went, but keep in mind, anyone who has directly aided him in hiding is an accomplice and shares his fate. If they were, they will.
He really
pay the price.
expects me
And remember, absolute
to go
discretion. All anyone needs to do is that
slaughter
you are
a
looking
bar
for
of
Varric
people.
for personal reasons.
To
I
go
will
then
not risk word of his
slaughter
disappearance getting out
his
before I
son
can say the situation has been handled.
because he didn't want to pray to the snake.
Remember, Harbinger, that I would ask you to spare my nephew. Victor is letting his he was barely my brother is a man of pride
Parents
and
these
great
days,
faith.
yes.
But I am certain, as head of the Ministry of State, he believes if he makes an They will question the men. On the other
Oh
hand,
yeah,
go
politics, blah 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 blah. Okay.
Harbinger.
So many lives lost. This family can't afford another.
Serpent's favor upon you.
It's just sort of. The thing is, I can fully see that it's realistic. That there is people that bad parent-wise that would rather their kid to die than not follow their religion. In fact, I'm almost certain that is like, well, it does definitely happen in real life. But, just seems. It's in, yeah, exactly. That's pretty. Really pretty. Screenshot worthy pretty. Check them, not hurt them, exactly. I'm pretty sure I've had this conversation last time we played Starfield. No, it won't have been Starfield. Played something that it makes no sense that a god would care. Let's go to the suppository.
I am not sure what to make of you.
It's just one of those things. It makes even less sense with like a cataclysm has happened. Yet, please possibly murder a building full of people.
Apologies, but I need to prepare to treat a patient.
I need a drink. Did you have something to say to me?
No, you just had a name, so
No, it's not that. Sorry, I do not want to be rude. Most people tend to ignore me, so...
you
I'm
had a
not
name,
very
I'm
good
saying
at
hello.
talking. And, well, you are the one that Anasco spoke to, so... well, forgive me if I am nervous.
The snake blesses you.
Not good? Things are scary. I try not to think about it too much.
Shit,
but,
love.
Well...
Half your
it's not
city's
easy.
destroyed. You
There
have
was
ghosts
another
showing
storage
up.
employee that I worked with, but I have not seen him in weeks.
Everyone should be bloody terrified.
I think, well, it's pretty obvious what happened to him. He was always nice to me. He did not deserve this. So yeah, things are scary. Even Dumar is probably scared, even though he always seems so happy. Oh, Dumar is the ship technician, by the way.
Ooh, ship parts.
I, work in storage. It suits me well, and I do not have to talk with anyone.
Mood.
Well, most of the time. The pay is good enough for me to go to, Herald's Rest after work, and that is all that really matters to me. All must serve.
All must serve. I might start saying that at work and see how mad people think I am. Rude, or you just jealous? What? Mood. M-O-O-D.
Welcome. I was hoping you would eventually stumble into my shop. Welcome.
Depends, Mom.
That's an understatement. It's rare that an off-worlder finds their way to Dazra. But not just any off-worlder. One that's able to speak with a Nazca Varun himself, which in the eyes of the citizens of Dazra moves you up from the suspiciously curious category to the dangerously unique one.
Dangerously unique, I like that.
Which reminds me, here I am prattling on about you when I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Nalada Brady. Forgive me for not starting our
Why
conversation.
does that sound a bit like a joke name?
A bit distracted of late. My brother Qasim has been missing for days. I'm beginning to worry that something terrible has happened to him. Yes, thank you. But my problems need not burden you. If you want to take a look at what my shop has to offer, well, you let me know.
No. You're giving me a quest, so give me a quest, please.
You do that for me? Oh, you truly are a gift from the Great Serpent. I knew he hadn't forsaken us. Oh yes, of course. The last time I heard from Qasim, he was headed out to the Deep Gorge refinery to assess if it could be reopened. He never came back that evening. I've been worried sick. Something within tells me you speak the truth. I feel blessed that the Great Serpent delivered you to my door. Just please be careful. That old refinery has been abandoned for years, and there's no telling what might be choosing to call the facility its home. Now, is there anything you might need for your journey? Anything I can do to help?
Nice, but I don't think I want that. Oh yeah, I've still got the obscene amount of money from when I spawned some in for my spawned from in to do the ship work. You know, I'll buy those, Is this a actual building? Yes. I need to have a look at that, if I can get some more. What have I got that's so heavy on me? Oh, yeah, the ship parts. Right.
If it is a bottle of Goza you need, Herald's Rest is the place.
Let's do. Yeah, let's do the deep mine one.
Oh, we can pause for a moment. If you need to recover.
Oh yeah, that's the point. No.
This is a nightmare.
Are you the ship techie? No.
Our sins must have been considerable.
You the ship techie? No.
Serpent to subject us to.
You the ship techie? No.
So many have been displaced.
Who? Dawn who?
How many more have been lost?
Oma.
If you need assistance, full disclosure, I am not a healer. I am a volunteer, so if that makes... thank you for saying so. I am not doing this for recognition, but sometimes I can feel overwhelmed. I wonder if I am making any difference at all. But someone needs to help, and it may as well be me.
Yes, you doing something is better than you doing nothing. Most of the time.
I hope so. Thank you for saying that. I try not to be, and most of the time I am not, but at times, the gravity of the situation becomes a bit much for me to take. Our work is never ending. You help one person, 5 more require your assistance, and then 10 more after that. How much of a difference am I really making? Me, a volunteer. Maybe I am just getting in the way. There I go again. Those negative ramblings are not doing anyone any good. Back into the fire.
All right. Need something?
Yes, ship parts, please.
Leave, Orahim. You're not welcome here.
I am growing tired of this. A few months ago, I would have made you all regret treating me this way.
Say that again. Go on then. Keep making your threats.
Go on, shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him.
Damned fool. I am going.
Oh, go on then, Mr. Oram.
May the Great Serpent guide you.
You are the one who spoke with Nazca Varun. You misunderstand. No one in Dazra speaks with me, or even acknowledges my existence. If they do, it is with scorn. And yet, here you are, speaking with me as if I were a person.
Well, until you make me think otherwise, you are.
What do you want with me? Who sent you?
A quest marker.
If that is true, we should continue this conversation elsewhere. Meet me at my shack outside of Dazra. You cannot miss it.
Zealots cannot be trusted. This one is no different.
We will get to know each other well, just not here.
He's a zealot, okay.
Away from prying eyes and judgment. I do not wish for people to disparage you for associating with me. Good.
I look forward to having a real conversation. First one in months.
Coco, what do you want these treats? Where's the hole I'm going to there? Tad early for his treat, isn't it? Such a surprise. Well, excuse me. Oh, bloody hell. I have been going to sleep earlier the past. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Damn it. Just got a sprain. Iversa Growth Farm. Can I buy a goat, please? Or groat, rather.
What? I am busy.
No, you're not.
It's you, the one Anasco spoke to. While I am pleased that you wish to make my acquaintance, I'm preoccupied with a problem that demands my attention. Apologies, but I must continue on. Yeah, perhaps. I'm old and very tired.
Hello, old and very tired. I am Kaylee.
For weeks now, my groats have been going missing. The first time I did not think much of it. Groats are crafty and sometimes they escape. But I am down too many groats now for this to be a mere coincidence. They are being stolen.
Being stolen or being eaten?
I cannot keep purchasing new groats only for them to go missing a few days later. And without my groats, I cannot supply milk or meat to this city. I understand that this may seem a minor problem compared to the others in Gaza,
feeding and drinking the whole of,
assistance. Thank you very much.
the city is
Please
quite
go
important.
to my farm, see if you can find anything I have
Am I not
missed.
at your farm?
I will continue to inquire around the city. Good luck. Let us hope that you can get to the bottom of this.
Is this not Malik's goat farm?
What does your scanner reveal?
I'm only going to try to kill some presumably weird animals. This is a longer drive than I expected it to be. Malice a farm, eh? Oh shit. That grenade sure went a long way.